Calais. Good start, yes. But yeah, the thing also with the little update, the Christmas decor has now done, is now concluded. So there's no fancy decorations floating around. They look nice. No Christmas tree, no snowman, you know. And the Winterland event concluded technically this morning, but late yesterday. So I hope you got them done, because it was quite a nice event until this year. Much easier to watch here. Well, this is where it comes from, so I should hope so. Welcome over. You can still choose whichever platform you want, though. You get no ads on TikTok stream. Ben, appreciate the gifts and the follow. So much spam. So yeah, there were usually some, I guess they hung some decorations floating around these icons. It's laggy. Very laggy. 180. Why is that? Oh, hang on, I can see some of it. Okay. 184-ish people around. You've been banned. What do you mean? Why? I thought you were a good one, Darren. What are you on about? Sup, Mickle? Welcome in. Now, there's a few things around here. So what they've tried to do is redo the layout of the city to direct people in a better way so that they don't crisscross over each other. Because this entire city is a bunch of crisscrosses at every possible intersection. So if you're coming into the city, of which no one is for some reason, where they all at? Down here now, when you're coming out the service, you can't go left. You have to go to the right. Oh, okay. This changed from when I saw a little screenshot of it. I think when Kayla posted a picture of it. So you go in the service, you turn to the right. Going out of the service, there are now 2 lanes to use, but they both go technically the same way. Is one of them for longer trailers where you need a little wider turn for it, I suppose? They both go this way. You can't turn to the right down to the garage, so that entire section is gone. And then they merge here, merge in turn. People don't know what that means. Players do not know what that means. If there's a gap, they will merge. That's what that means. See? And then down here, again, this one, that's fine, that's blocked off. Normal down there. And then come back up this way, going towards the garage. You can only turn in and out of the garage. The garage, that way. Then coming up this way, that's fine again as normal. But the reason I guess this was done is because this middle bit was always so confusing. People were always either turning left, blocking those that were already on the road, and they also met the traffic coming out the garage. So that intersection there was also quite busy. Does that kind of make sense? I get why. I get why they wanted to do that. Now, it works, but the player's driving skill doesn't. So it's not the fault of the works, it's the fault of the people, because people don't have patience. If you can't squeeze out the service, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, someone's flopped over. But now you see there's a handful of people that cannot go into the service because, well, I mean, technically this one can. It's a gate? They put a gate to enter the service now? But you should be able to go through. They just feel that the one in front of them is an obstacle, but they're not. But this is rather funny. This is rather amusing. Hello, useless big fan. But I don't want to clean that up. That's just, you know, not quite survival of the fittest kind of thing. It's just work it out between yourselves. Hey, if you keep barging out and people keep getting damaged, you're going to be sent back to the service. So there isn't really another way of getting out. Avoid the service. How about that? Why is it blocked? To try and redirect traffic from bottlenecking between the garage and the service. It would be easier if the service entrance was on a different side, or if there was a way in, way out type thing for the service. So imagine you can go in this way, but then out that way. Just move this building over and to kind of line up. Do you check your question? Yes, a bunch of you have been chatting while I've been explaining that. I'll probably turn into a short. If you add the game and you get a sanction, a ban, you get an email. You might get an email if you have emails turned on. If not, when you go to your profile or anything, you'll have a massive red banner at the top. explaining it. And then probably prompted to make an appeal on it. Which I'd recommend you do. They could, of course, just turn this entire square into something else, like an American-style fuel station, not fuel station, service station. But that's too big, then, isn't it? You're banned. Appeal it. Appeal it. So I am late. Disgusting. You were so early to the video. You were 30 seconds into the video when that went out, and now you're late to the stream. Hello, folk. Big fan. Hello, Stampy as well. Yeah, if you try to log in, it will give you the ban, and it will give you the exact same ban message. I don't think you can click the link from there. You may be redirected to the site from that. So does everyone understand what this is now? Does this make sense now? For now. If you're in this traffic, good luck. That's just it. Good luck. Promod's made the gas station in that spot on opposite the garage. I mean the service station. So, yeah, but that makes it even worse for that tiny little square. You don't all bundle up in that tiny little bit down here. They could make the service bigger, but the thing is you need to make... It doesn't matter how large the service is, it's the entrance and exit of it. Because a lot of people aren't really parking up, they're just F7ing and they're just going straight back out again. No. How's the motor doing? It's doing very well. I have the stalks and things. It's basically right next to me on my desk. So if I lean a little bit too far to the left, I will hit the wiper stalk. It's right there, right next to me. The wheel is not attached because that would be far too large. My desk is not really wide. So it gets taken off when not in use. But it is doing well. I like taking care of things. I don't want to throw things around. I don't want to... damage anything. It's totally fine. One thing I will do that I've just noticed has popped up in the chat is there's a command I didn't remove because we're not really doing the PP points anymore. We never really managed it anyway. But I'm not too bothered with that. It's on the timers, isn't it? That one. Turn that off. Very nice. You streamed not right. The funny thing is, when I messaged, it was bang on the hour, and I go live bang on the hour. So, who did you raid in the end? This person here said that she wanted to do a shortest stream to warn us at about 6 hours. She just ended her stream at about 10 and a half or something. Like, what? Just basically the same amount of time. If, you blink and then you add it's alright. Ads. She has ads. Anyone want to help out with that? Don't have to. The rest of this is fine. There's been no barriers, no nothing added after that. Junction remake. Which junction? Back. Welcome back. What did you last hear me say? Which junction? Because both of these are fine, really. It's just the traffic. You missed it! Huh? Yes. Well done. Now, as I mentioned, when... Go live and raid. Yeah, you go live again so I can raid you afterwards. No, don't do that. Winterland. Winterland has concluded. That is done for a year. That's all done. You need to sleep. Now, when I was last messaging, the last message I sent was on the hour, and I went live on the hour. That's when I go live. So it was almost funny to say, you're telling me to go live so you can raid, and I basically pressed the button in that moment. As if you told me to. But it's lined up quite well. You do need to eat. Like you can't. Lambo. Don't forget the patrons at the moment have little Lambo. Patron money goes to good means. Everyone gets a Lambo now. Good to know, yes? I've been doing this for years. I think when I first started stream, I was live at like 7 p.m. Then I brought it back to about 6 p.m. And now for the past God knows how long, it's been 5 p.m. I like it like on the hour. Perfectly on the hour. Because... one, it's nicer and people can reference it more. And 2, it helps line up video footage. If it's on the hour, when you're in your timeline editing your video, you put it on the timestamp of the hour. Yeah, it works. Hello, Wiz, welcome in. If you joined, you think you'd be able to spot me? No, probably not. Consistency is key. Yes, I am slacking in that regard as well, because I still need to do edits and such all the time. GTA, sometime soon. Whenever my PC hits it, which other people is probably about a minute or 2 out, but that's fine, as long as the timestamp says it, then it's okay. Do you play? You mean you want to play and drive in the game? Driving will be tomorrow. Don't scream at me first. Consistent start times. Yeah, but the thing is, you're not the only one that does that. I know Ashley does that and a handful of others do it. They kind of go live around about a set time. Sometimes they let people know and there'll be a handful of people there at the beginning anyway. That's fine, isn't it? You have consistent communities that will show up relatively on time. You know, they redeem the first, second, third thing. Would you be able to lock into a schedule there? My truck is damaged from last time because when driving in a very straight line, I hit something when I was trying to look at a chat message. So that damage is mine. Next time we go driving, I need to fix it because it's quite a bit of damage. Here's the traffic. Oh yeah. Yeah, when you say live soon, just add maybe 1 or 2 hours onto that. And you have a long intro. But again, if you've been doing that for a while and it works, then that's fine. Game, exactly, you see. On the TikTok chat, there's a thing that's down just below where the cam is and explains exactly what we're doing. Where we are, what we're doing. 3 songs, yeah. My intro is like 2 minutes, and that is only to make sure that all the platforms go live and that the scenes line up. That's it. That's it. So that when the scene transitions, it's automated. It's all good. That's exactly what it is. There are a lot of streamers, 2 minutes. There are a lot of streamers that basically just go live and that's it. They're already on the scene they want to do. Like, you need something. Why are you not driving? Because I don't only do driving. Driving is tomorrow, Wiz. You're welcome to join us tomorrow. You need to lock in, yeah. 5 minutes is the standard. That's fine. 1 song if you're lucky. 5 minutes. How much is this game? If it is on sale, it's about £5, $5. Basically nothing. Everything in line, yes, I like that. I like organised things. Some would attribute that to a bit of the tism, bit of something else. It's just nice when something is on time in order, you know? Why not? Longest starting soon you've seen. Even, I mean, for some produced streams, like the SCS streams, I think theirs is about 10 to 15 minutes. That's, I guess, okay. The demo, you know, fun thing, I've never played the demo for this game. I don't know how much you actually get in the demo of this game, but it is worth trying out. Any game that has a demo, try it out. 25, that's a bit much. Explain yourself. Hers is longer. Yeah. Nothing's on time. No, I know. Our public transport and things like that are not on time, but I try to be. Once. Yeah, what for? Was it a long stream? If it's like a 24-hour stream, I'll understand a longer intro. 5 hours and it's so outdated? Ah, okay, then maybe not. But then again, that's what a demo is. A demo is just a little preview of it. If you're limited in where you can go, what you can do, maybe only a few jobs worth, then yeah, I guess. Look at the queue. You always stream longer. Well, as of late you have been. Now that you've been back and able to do it, yeah, I guess so. That's where we balance each other out, you see. So you have a longer intro and a much longer stream. I have a shorter intro and a much shorter stream. It's easy. Jesu, welcome in. Cubby, big fan. Tiny, welcome in. Tice, Lucas. Hey, how's it going? Your first truck driving game was the Scania one, yes. My first one was ETS, and then I think it around maybe don't know why 2017 is coming to mind. I tried the Scania Sim. I wanted to go back to it last year or year before, but my wheel didn't work with it. Maybe it will this time, but not at the moment, because that game looks like it's locked in pre-ETS era. It's interesting, but it has a lot of nice challenges. Oh, hello. What's my playtime? In this game, are we friends on Steam? You might be able to find it on there. It's a lot. But then again, it's over like 10 years. So it's quite a bit. Remove trailer. And now I'm going to go with them. Wrong button. That one. Brussels. Oh, you gave the game. I wanted to have a look. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Piece of shot. Ah, never mind. On your phone. Oh. Yeah, so it's just over 8,000. I think I hit 8,000 just before Christmas. There's the bump. Now, if I could tell how much of that was actually driving time, that'd be nice. What service? Simulation 1. Sim 1. Help. What's up? You love ETS2. ETS2's nice. It's a good game. The thing I also linked in the Discord lately has been... What's his name? Salvatore, I think. Salvatore. He makes sort of concept videos, or like theory videos to do with ETS, but they're not clickbait. They're actually pretty damn well written. And they were discussing about how what the game could turn into, because now that we've got other vehicles and such coming, it's basically turning into a sandbox sort of thing, rather than just trucks. So trucks will still be the main vehicle, but you're gonna have other experiences on top, which is nice. You did take a screenshot, yes. Admin help. They've disconnected. I need you to remove the trailer though. Just completely get with it. But Vi, please go and have food and then go to bed. Eating before bed, isn't that a bad thing for people to do? Oh, it is this person. The prompt, basically, for those that don't know, this thing when they TP them, their screen goes black, and the text in the middle of the screen is what I type in that box. So it says it right there. Move the trailer as instructed. It's not allowed. It doesn't fit in the service station. This is a modded trailer that isn't allowed because the way the trailers connect is with magic. There's no actual fifth wheel thing that actually connects them together. Put your sheets on your bed because you washed them. Ah, you see. Ah, but that would be nice though. Freshly washed sheets laying on them for the first time. Oh, it's heavenly. It's very nice. ETS2 never discounts. Yes, it does. It discounts quite a lot. At the moment, it may not be on a discount, but whenever they do a discount, it's very cheap. I know I'm not talking. It's fine. How many eggs? How many do you normally cook? How to have snow? There's a winter mod. I made a tutorial pinned on my tutorial page telling you how to get it. If they were the dolly, it's okay, but they won't be in this formation. The limit is 3 trailers in any sense. A dolly in this case counts as a trailer. So they've managed to do 3 connected to each other. 3 to 8? You go 6 then. Nice number in the middle. £2.59. Very nice. I'm still waiting for them to just remove it. Just get rid of it. That's the whole point. I'm not teleporting you again. Just remove it. Do I have to move the trailer as instructed? Come on now. It's very easy. I give them a chance. Same with the tags and plates they need to change. Or lock. What do you mean lock? Pedro, what do you mean lock? Leon, what? Appreciate the fuck. What does toggle do? Turns on the actual visible name and tag stuff. So now I am red in chat. Location. This is in Brussels. My vehicle is somewhere in Nordic. Whatever. You can't do that unless you have Patron. You can toggle on and off the Patron stuff. That's the only toggle you can do. But normally, no. If you don't have a group, you've got nothing to toggle, do you? Right. Yes, go and do that. You can have the stream in the background if you want. That's fine. Indeed. There we go, the cargo's gone. Now I need the trailer gone. Because people download this from Steam. The Steam Workshop has a lot of triple trailers. Just because it says it works on TMP doesn't mean, you know. Hello, Mix. You love the videos when driving? Well, there'll be more streams tomorrow. I'll be driving in tomorrow. So you better be there. Thank you. Thanks. Oh. That one is fine. It just almost doesn't fit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. 34 months. Big fan. No, you can't use it as a ramp. Not in the service station anyway. Everyone's immune in the service. You can't do that. How you doing, CK? How you been? Big fan. Hello, Lion King. What makes them against the rules? No. Don't. No. Triples are fine. There are certain types of triples that are not allowed. Most people get them through Discord servers or the Steam Workshop, where it appears in the trailer dealer, and then you can just buy it on single player. And then when you go back into multiplayer, you will own the trailer, and the game thinks you already own it. When's the stream? Same start time as today. So half an hour before now. Tomorrow. This one's fine, but this is one that people can use. Hello folk, got a new gaming chair. Very nice. Is it comfortable? I hope so. Gaming chairs, they seem comfortable, but they're not good in very, very long term. What's the story with the flowers? It is all of that damage. Yeah, it's still there. The flower is because there is an emote called Apu flower, APU flower. And it was nice, a nice gesture to give to people, like Gez just did right there. It's just nice to give a flower. Then I thought, someone go ban, it would be nice to have, because I had my style of emotes, like the Krewlex, Krewei, things like that. What if I had in my style, holding the flower as well? So I thought, okay, that'd be quite nice. And then what if I thought I'd just do that one step further? I don't know which order all of this was in. Get one that looks like the flower, and then I can physically give you flower as well. And now we have the Krewlex flower. Here it is. It's just a random cheapish flower that I got. Another idea could have been to get a few of them, and then when a larger event happens, like a bunch of gifted samples or something, you hold up a bouquet of flowers instead of just one. This sounds funny, doesn't it? Sounds pretty good. We're fine, bit of traffic, but we're fine. It's okay. Hello, Carcod, big fan. Hello, Andy. And this has been a thing for several years. Mission modes. It's I forgot the name, but it's a team that is on Fiverr. You can find them on Fiverr. Because some people have them in the kind of chibi style. Some of them have in this kind of cartoony character style. You can have them in anything you want, really. I could turn myself into any animal and have it in that style. Hello, let's. This is busy. But yeah, triple trailers are allowed. There's just certain ones that are not. Certain configurations that are not. So if you see someone with 3 full-sized bits, that's a no. If you see them with 2 smalls and a large, sounds funny, that's fine. But again, it depends. Why don't you have snow? Because snow is an optional thing you add to your game. It's not a thing that's put onto the game by default. It's pinned in the video on my page if you want to go and check it out as a tutorial. Name is a bit outdated. I mean, the name sums up exactly what you do. I like those names where it just says, oh, this guy does this. But yeah. Or the guy who, you know. It's just funny. Or they name it after something they like, just a very basic name in that regard, or food they like, you know. One day we'll have seasons, yes. It would be nice, maybe in the future, when they... Do you have a trailer here? No. When they are improving the game a little bit more, that they eventually add seasons as well, to add a bit more realism to their sandbox. So, Team Fortress is a very old game, but it's still pretty damn good. I haven't played it in many years, but it is a good game. It's a fun game. Melody, 4 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. 15 stream streak mix. Biggest fan. Biggest fan. I hope Sammy still has theirs, because we're getting into some really large numbers with some of the stream streaks here. Pretty damn big. That's a funny trailer. Pretty damn big numbers. Another triple. This is also fine, because it's, you know, that's them lagging, not me. Two smalls. A random Friday stream? There have been other games that would be fun to play just as one-off type things, but they'd have to be different from this channel, I think. Moderation leader? No, I was. But at the moment, I'm a regular moderator. Just normal mod stuff is fine for me. Where are you going? 5 stream streak? You broke yours, didn't you? Let's... Okay, so whoever said first report is going to be a ban, can we not include ones that I make? Because that's a very specific type of report. First, made by someone else. How about that? 2007. April 8th, every player tributes Rick May who voiced Soldier. Oh! In 2020. Oh, well, that's a nice gesture. See, he couldn't merge back in time there, so he continued and went all the way around, and then when this barrier entered, he merged back in again. The dedication is pretty good. Snow is probably ending sometime in spring, when the spring mod gets spawned. Not tough, bro. Calling me bro is also not tough. How you doing? Better subscribe. Oh, nope. Are you banned by it, by the way? Anyone that says this stuff is not cool, this stuff is not, you know, usually a banned person. Already banned. Did you click it at the exact same time I did? Good timing. That's me. Wait, so you are this purple one? Or you are the one that I just banned? You are the purple one. Okay, well, there we go. The white one is banned. Very nice. Face has gone to the west. Very nice. I mean, we could get that there is Seribot that bans these kind of things because they're added to a filter. But I don't like how much it spams in the chat to begin with all the notifications. So I was to turn off all of that stuff, then I'd consider it. That's fine. They state the date they did it, then maybe a person can find themselves on the road. Well, it would be fairly recent from when it actually happened, because it doesn't necessarily matter when the scenario took place. Actually, if it's in a report, there's a demo timer that appears at the bottom, so you'd know exactly when it happened. How good must your PC be? Doesn't matter how good your PC is, the snow is merely an overlay. It's not very detailed textured snow. It doesn't make imprints everywhere you drive. It's just an overlay texture, that's all it is. So you shouldn't need a beefy PC at all. Maybe when they, if they add it actually properly, for real in the future, then perhaps you'll be able to leave imprint marks. That'd be so good.
Wicked stuff.
600 biddies! But it would mean they'd have to improve the physics a bit more as well. Good breaks. Take the biddies! Are you using up biddies or something? That's an oddly specific amount. Fool. Seemingly no reason. Ah, there we go. You 1 KP badge. Enjoy. Enjoy. Calais service is bad? Good. Leave it. Right. Let's see some of these. How bad are they? How's it going? It's going well. We've only banned 1 person so far though, but I've been flying over and checking out what things look like. Those 2 DLCs? Yes. Are you excited for them as well? I don't know if they'll come this year. Oh, the spendable payout. Yeah, I didn't enable that. I do not want to do that. I'm not turning mine back into bits. I don't use bits. No. No, even though there could be many good examples of using them. No. I like the idea of that though. Yeah, if you don't quite reach it and you want to just, you're not too bothered either, just turn it back into that. Gifting us up. Yeah, I only get half of that, so that's true. Claimable report for you. Not if it's a random report that's not in order, no. If you give me a random number that's a very specific number, then probably not. Where is this? The train line on the CD road. Those are waypoints. Those are markers that TMP players should know about. It is between Calais and Duisburg. You do get more from bits than subs. Subs you get half, bits you get all of, because when you buy bits to begin with, you pay a little bit more than what it's worth. That's the difference. 1 bit is 1 cent. Something like that. So yes. Stonks. Very nice. Appreciate that. That was roughly what? £6? $6? What do all the nice trucks park at? Well, it depends on your definition of nice. There are a lot of trucks that like to park up in Dusseldorf. Was this the block, the one behind? Might have been. There's the cathode industry, I think, in Dusseldorf. People like to park up there. I assumed that was that. Didn't work. That was all that was. And now they're just sitting there. They feel someone's going to let them merge back in. That's not how that works, though. But sadly, they did it anyway. Remember the one, because they're still going. Remember that one. Why is it never this busy? Well, when do you play? If you play at some Lord knows when overnight, then you won't have that many people. Yeah, the force themselves in. There was a failed attempt, really. This one, however, does a lot more than that. Oh, they merged in, then... Okay. Yee! 3 months, welcome back, Unbeaten. Big fan. 70 stream streak. Nah, you don't... It doesn't list the 70 minus 1. But I appreciate that. It goes up in 5s, I think. Big fan, big fan. 10 PM UK time. Yeah, I think the main busy traffic of now starts dying down around about that time. This is peak EU time right now. Good job. So that was the first part of how it went so wrong. But they didn't give up, did they? They kept going. Somewhat pushing out. And then here, there was the block. And then you just keep going. Why do you feel the need to pass all of these other people? Are they inferior to you? Is that the word? I'm talking to them as if they can hear me. Just figuratively, I know you can hear me. Why do this? You don't need to do that. Even if you have the jingle that plays when you're very late for your job, that's your fault. That's a skill issue. Don't take a urgent job on the city road. It probably won't make it there. Don't do that. So, was that was the first one, wasn't it? First one resulted in a ban, so whoever said that, GG's, because it's in the busiest place. Or was it one that I made? I can't remember. Jingle's annoying. I've turned that music off. But it's stressful. It's a stressful jingle. I think it plays when you have less than 2 hours left on your job. Regardless of where it is. Hello, Jet. Hello, XP. This was a terrible idea. They need the traffic to start moving. People do like to take jobs on CD. I feel that new players also end up on CD because they have their distancing or filter set to something, and it just ends up taking them here. So it's a jam to listen to, exactly. It rushes you a bit. I think that's the idea. It's kind of a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of stress, as if music appears to speed up. Mosh, welcome in. Hello, Petrol. I'm doing well. Car 2, yeah, it could be a team here. Yeah, that's off to a good start already. Don't forget, the one we saw that was blocking, they were only kicked. So imagine if that's them again. Trucker Tim moved the rear of a Boeing 737. Oh. That was a good video. So this one we have to watch all the way through. Good test for new players. Well, I wouldn't want to say that, because then if they're a new player with good intentions, they'll get quite overwhelmed by people with bad intentions. And if they have bad intentions, then they'll just add to the amount of people that have already got bad intentions. CD's just not for new people. There's a whole map that's for new people. That was questionable. So all gotta get back for going the speed limit. I guarantee you it's not for just going the speed limit. If you exceed the speed limit and put someone else in danger or cause a crash, there we go, by speeding, then potentially yes. Train's much longer. No, it shouldn't be. The timing was increased between how much it crosses. And I believe the train itself was sped up. Shouldn't have changed. You go max speed. Well, the speed limit that shows in your little navigation thing at the bottom, that's the road's speed limit. If you do that speed, you're not going slow. That's okay. This road has a limit of, 60, 80 in some parts. That's fine. It's not 110. We also need to watch this from that other one's POV. This is resulting in a ban, but from this one's POV as well. Because what are they doing? Basic study stream. Appreciate that. I need something for, if you reach a certain level of it, you get something. VIP maybe? Because if you offer, apparently in the TOS, if you offer mod or sub for things that are transactional, apparently that's not allowed. So, this one's worth it, right? Yeah. Admittedly, only really over one person. 550? I think if I was streaming more, then it would be far easier for me to get to that point. You just followed them, basically. So you did that, and then you did a little bit more than that. But you can see that they're reversing to hopefully skim across. This one. Yes. Back to the start, and we can see it's already happening. You can use free cam, yes. Anyone can enable free cam. ETS2 free cam. Search that up. And that's how you do that. It can be helpful for everyone. Oh, bloody London Bridge. I love how that's our thing. You know how when I used to join the streams, it was just in it? Now it's this. Bang. What is this? What are we doing? Oh, bloody hell, mate. Sporty in it. We've ascended, really. We've progressed. Thank you for giving a shout out. Hope you're doing well. Oh, poppycock, yes. What's the temperature, Bang? Have you been enjoying the heat down there? Down under. It's a bit quite warm. Bit toasty down there. What's happening in Duisburg? We have not checked out Duisburg yet. It's burning? Yes. I really hope this summer isn't for us. It's just painful. It's not nice. Me no like it. Drop the flower again. Your fuel has run out. Well, you should pay attention to that. You can get emergency fuel in the same F7 menu. Where you got a teleport was not. Swears, she was just here. After her long stream, she likes to sleep through it. Stays on fire. There are wildfires down there, yeah. I guess the forests are quite outside of the area. Query load video me doesn't work anymore. Doesn't respawn you in the same spot. It's not intended to respawn you in the same spot. I think when I did the same thing, I was just in a generic service station. Does it tell you where you want to spawn in? Is that why? I respect. Hello, Tonga. A DM? What did you DM about? Okay. After this. So, hold on. Who started it? You know, it's that kind of thing where one person starts and the other one sort of interrogates, and it doesn't really end like that. Because from the very beginning, in the beginning, they are scratching against the cars. Put you wherever your last save, not in the last spot you were. But mine already, because when I lose connection after the stream drops or something, I do the game in the console thing and I end up in the same place, which happens to just be the service station. Is it a chance that you're doing it while doing a World of Trucks job? Because then it will respawn you where it last synced, which that's different. See this? I have a feeling that was... We'd be assuming if they were already in response to something else. Is there something missing? No, again, if you're not doing a World of Trucks job, then I don't know why it doesn't work as it would in the video. If you do have one, then that's why. Does that make sense? Okay. What was the thing? Oh, I see what that is. I like how it all turns in one go. And we have... I should be spectating, but... We'll get the camera balanced. You see how that's not connected properly? It's just floating. That's another example. So it's not just triples. It's only to do with this particular DLC, where if you try and make any double or triple version of it, game says no, because there are no doubles or triples that come with that DLC. The dolly is almost useless because it's not actually on the floor. It's floating. As you can see, pretty much the entire trailer at the back is floating. So they must have downloaded this from somewhere. But here, there's nothing there. Like when you lower the leg thingies down, there's still no connection there. What am I going to do? Teleport them? You want me to teleport them, or you want you to teleport them? Mix. You can TP them and ask them to remove it. Do your job. Good lord. What I should do at some point is... I mean, these are basically examples of... They always stick to their decision. Well, if they don't remove it and they get it back, then it can be banned until they remove it. So... Did someone watch you ban people? What do you mean did someone watch you? Like being monitored, shadowed or something? If anything was done wrong, I'm sure it could be checked. And you could probably be told, like, why did you ban this person? What was that about? Probably be checked. I need to do little, tiny little videos of why this is not allowed. That kind of thing. Because you know how I kind of waffled that while trying desperately to chase them with the camera? That was terrible content. But you get the point. We're in Calais now, and the barriers and such don't appear in the demos, so this looks very stupid, seeing people on what is technically the wrong side. Didn't kick him. Mix is sorting that. He's doing that. I'm doing other things. Well, when you join, you are a trainee, so you're made aware of how things work. Not harming anyone? No, he isn't harming anyone, but that's not the point. He's using a trailer that's not allowed. That's all that is. So roughly here is where there's a sign where you just merge back across. They did change Calais, yes. Showed it near the beginning of the stream. They have put a few placeholders and markers on the road to make you go around in a different direction. So the actual layout, the actual main city map hasn't changed. It's just things on the map. It's only on Sim 1 as well, because this traffic doesn't exist on Sim 2. Good job. And then let me guess, you do the same again, right? Chasing them down, maybe? Ooh, okay. Oh, and a brake check as well. Ooh. I have not played Arc Raiders. No, I've watched other people play though. It's very interesting. But I bet that didn't end well, but it ended too early, so shame. Now it's from this person's perspective. Cussed out by Russians? We are doing modding today, yes. So that's where the signs end. They now decide to overtake the others, because you're in a bit of a rush. Here, for some reason. Which city? Calais. This is Calais. One of the two busy ones. It almost requires more effort to overtake one person at a time. Didn't know the reviews were like this. It would be nice if more people streamed it, but I have a feeling that it is not just me that would explain things as verbally as I do. I hope the others would do this. But if you were to get banned, you're not going to get a podcast in your video, because if I got a podcast, I wouldn't be listening. I just want to know what I did, and that's it. I just want to know. Now, if we real time, all the stuff is back. So, to those that didn't see it at the beginning, you now only turn right out of the service. You don't turn left. Entering traffic comes from this way. That's fine. Really? But then it merges back down here after you've gone past the garage. You don't go right into the garage. You go left out of the garage, because they used to blend and smush into each other, which was no good. Is that his engine as well? Do I want to take an optimistic side of this and assume that that plate doesn't mean what I think it means? It just means some other funny little word. What else would that mean? That doesn't mean anything else. And I'm assuming they're just trolling people as well. Let's see. Inappropriate plate. Change it. Spectate them. TP. Back to the service. It's inappropriate. Community maybe. Well, we jokingly would spell community with a U at the start, sure. I guess it doesn't have that many letters on it. But in this instance, I'm pretty sure it means something else. You know. German city beginning with D, that would be Duisburg. Duisburg. That is the other end, yes. The CD road. Love it or hate it. That's just what it is. I still hear someone's engine. I don't know whose engine that is. I'm at 14 FPS. Will it ever go back to normal? Well, if this test goes well, I don't know how long they want to test for.
HHH, hello, I'm new here.
28 months, welcome back, Luke. How's it going? Hope you're well. Is it this one? Stop now. Don't know who it was. Soon to be no more. Yeah, but you got the tiny smidge going out of Duisburg, and you got the tiny smidge going out of Calais. That's it. We're just waiting. I'm still spectating this person. If they don't change it, then I'll just leave it, because I'm just assuming the plate is what I think it is. It's not very clear. 100% clear. It's like, oh, 90 something, and they're gone. Nice. Good job. See, I will assume then that the wider turn is for longer trailers. And that didn't go well. He went straight back. Flipped it back on himself. But it doesn't go well because everyone's trying to push out. And when you leave the service station, if you're within someone else's hitbox, the game doesn't like that. The game's not modeled to need to deal with that. So it has some amusing reactions. This person is just blocking right here. I assume they rolled out or got pushed out or something. When you drive back to the UK, if you're heading from Europe back to the UK, go via Europort somewhere, Rotterdam, which is above it. Or go around, I could just show you the map. Not here, that's very different place. So Europort, you go up here, and you cut straight across to Felixstowe. Or you go underneath, sort of Lille and things like that. You may have a few people around this bit, but then you go by the train and you take it over there. You just don't go to the city at all. That's it. Or if you want to be fancy, you go all the way out via Roscoff and go over here to Plymouth, which completely avoids all that. Depends on which way you're coming from. Oh, hello, who's this? This is someone else. Someone that has the same ID or something like that. I think that's why it spectates them. You hate Mondays? Why, Ronald? It's a new week, new fresh start, hey? But it also means school and work and whatever. I don't have 100% at the moment, no. Not at the moment. I have reached it before. The Benelux remake will affect the CD road, yes, because it involves that entire area. The CD road travels through quite a bit of Belgium, Netherlands, and we've already seen the German bit. That's now the highway part. But the highway part that then smushes immediately back into the CD road. Hopefully, when it meets the Calais end again, it doesn't do that. How much do I have? There's my wheel stuff. 89%. Don't know why I didn't just press M. 89% at the moment, because there's still quite a bit of grease to do, and most of Nordic Horizons. Because huge DLC. Hello, Killer Whip again. They haven't even got to anyone else yet. All these two are doing is just bullying each other. Right now. Oh. Nice. You can do this on arcade. You can't hit others, but you can do this on arcade. Don't do it here. What's the point? It's not funny. Are they gonna... Do they know that they're behind? If they're friends, it would be understandable, but it doesn't justify it, though. Because how are we supposed to know that? If that were the case, then everyone would be playing around under the assumption that, oh, I'm just playing with a friend. But if you hit a stranger, that stranger's not your friend. They're definitely not going to be after hitting them. This just... Changing lane, don't do that. Gaming, welcome in. That, welcome in. Pulse, welcome in. if that is possible. A lot of you are using the fancy fonts for your names, and they're not clear enough. Okay, I get it. I get it. So if you did disregard the part where they were just quote-unquote friends, here they bump into the friend, but then they decide to block someone else, because when they try and go for the overtake, they also change lane, then they merge back, and then they merge back. Yeah. It's something. And then, of course, here, if this lasted a little bit longer, I assume they wanted to go down to... Nice. The CD road down there. Again, the other one pulled over. They didn't seem to affect someone else other than quote-unquote friend. So, banned for crashing into friends? No. But then again, possibly if it's around other people, because, again, how on earth do we know if we see player if you're a friend or not? And even if we were to be told that in the appeal, that doesn't change it, though. That doesn't justify it to make it good. If you want to mess around and hit each other, you wouldn't do it in the busiest place in the game. Some people do. But you shouldn't do that. Most of your stuff, Mac. I hear the devastating news, yes. This man hit a wall or something, literally. And all of his stuff was gone. I mean, yeah, that's why people say make a backup. But that's just exhausting. You'll probably not use it. And then, of course, you don't make a backup and then you do lose it. Typical. Busiest place is Duisburg, I would say, yes. It is slightly larger than Calais, and it is in basically the middle of the base map. So everything funnels into Duisburg. How can they know they're friends? Exactly. Usually the person, I guess, would say in the appeal, oh, it was just a friend. I was just playing around with a friend. Okay. Emeralds, yes. Have you healed any villagers yet? Are you playing on hard difficulty? Oh, no sound again, but you know. Welcome in Raiders admin to admin, right? How was it, hey? I hear you were also bananing. Okay. Free roam server is, yeah, it's the beginning of May. Sometime in May. How's it going, MD? You think you're playing that? You should, yes, because it changes a lot of other things besides that.
Also 9-month sub anniversary Pog.
Oh, look at the skill of swerving here. This is like real ops. Storm has arrived. I like that. Can you use that as your raid message? That's good. People try and make a pun based on the streamer's name to pass over, or like a catchphrase or something. I need to think of a few more. I think we need to draft a few funny messages. When are you going to ban them? In a minute, because we're not quite done yet. I don't think they do anything else. No. So the main part, of course, is just... This is not an overtaking lane. It's not. It is... did they hit anyone? No, it's just the... Well, there's that, which was funny. Just overtaking. MD, but big fan, hope you're doing well. Storm, how's the weather for you? Because you're also an Aussie, eh? It's quite warm down there, I hear. How's it? How's you doing? 2019, that's a little bit further up. Hopefully you recorded it as well. Because we don't like to scroll up to look at slightly older ones. This is what the merge in turn thing is meant to be. Bushfires, yes. What city is he in though? Because Violet Shooter is in Melbourne, I think. I still have the damage from the last trip. Yes, I haven't driven since then. I wanted to still do a handful of jobs off stream to get more used to the wheel as well, but I haven't done that yet. Maybe tomorrow I will. 40 degrees, yeah. Yeah, if we had that here, you'd probably be better staying outside than inside if we had that heat. Because the heat just gets contained in the house. And the houses are thick. Good morning, Esky. Welcome in. Good evening from me. The mod that goes live. There's a few of us that do. I just got raided by one. Storm, Mr. Storm Boy. He also streams. We definitely need a parking area here, don't we? But this is all going to change. But that would be funny if they did put a parking area here. In the same as, because I mentioned Dusseldorf, you can just drive down the end and park there as a little U-turn roundabout thing. Big puddle? Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. That's why in some ways I'm glad I don't have... I don't have a gaming chair anymore, because that is leather and you will stick to it. Every time you lift your leg, it'll be like... Insert comparison of unsticking two things from each other. Yeah, it's not nice, not nice. Because you're supposed to have the windows open during the night and then have them closed during the day. And if I have everything closed, your PC heat. PC's warm. Could have the PC off, but I do everything I do on the PC, so can't have that. Is your voice just perfect? Well, I wouldn't say that because that's a bit too cocky, but it's the Shure SM7B, the really expensive one that a lot of people have. So for the price, you'd hope it would be good. And it is good. I've had it for 4 years, 4+ years. I suppose if the sun isn't on your side of the, like if it's on one side of the house and not on the other side of the house, then have it on the non-sun side, open. The roads are not gridded. I have an extra one, which is the Clear Roads add-on. When you download the Frosty mod, there's a few downloads underneath it, like the physics. I have the one that's called Clear Roads, because it does that. Because I like to see the lines. I know that it transitions badly between prefabs, but it doesn't matter. This is just an overlay of snow, it's not actual snow. I do enjoy being a mod, yes. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. That's a thing for life. Why would you persevere and suffer through something if you don't like it? Unless you don't really have another choice, but, you know, I think you still do to some degree. What did you hit? They went left. But this person wasn't there yet. That's weird. Unless it was this person's trailer? It's a bit of desync if it was. You're a little bit far away from their trailer there. I'll leave that. How to become a mod? You would apply, yes. Whenever the application's open, I will tell you. But they're not at the moment. Hopefully this year at some point. I think they were only open once last year, maybe twice. All depends on how much room they have for people. Because in order to recruit more people, you've got to push everyone else up. And that takes time. Yeah, it was in the summer, yeah. But it was only for like 3 days. So it's very quick. Blink and you miss it. And then that's it, it's gone. You hit nothing once? It's ghosts. Haunted game, it's an old game, it's haunted. And here we are. Duisburg. Food truck simulation? Blandon, I'm pretty sure there is a game called that. There is a simulator of everything, so I'm pretty sure there is a food truck sim. Go and look it up. There's one that I think is coming out sometime this year, which is like a cafe, like corner shop cafeteria type thing. There's one which is the sort of the pop-up shop trailer thing. You know, where they sell burgers and such. Unban me. Appeal. I'm not going to unban you because you wanted to. This won't end well. There is a sim for everything. If you were to play through every single sim game, you'd be there for a long time. It would be a funny idea, though. Wolfgang, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Grendy as well. Hope we're all doing well. Wanting to see what this person's doing. And for those joining in that aren't too sure and you may not have seen this type of stuff before, this is not me driving. This is someone else. I am spectating them. Because we review how good or bad people's driving is. invisible barriers. Those should be on the very far edge of each road, so you don't go too far across it. You shouldn't hit them in random places unless they forgot that there was one still there. Nice. TMP should shut down the CD road for a week. We have, but only for a day, a few years back for April Fools. This is it's collision, but only a gentle one. For April Fools, yes, they blocked off either end of it and then essentially deleted it from the map. So anyone that spawned on the CD road, this is such a tiny situation, would fall through the map. It was carnage because you had a lot of people sitting at the start on either end and just crying about it because it wasn't there. In this, they tried to cut the corner because I guess they didn't see that this person was there, and it's just a little bump like that. Yes, it's bad, but and it ends there. But you know, don't do that. But the timing of when you report it, because I would assume they freed themselves by going further round to the left. When someone has done something wrong, they don't reverse; they just stay there. Hello, Bremner. Welcome in. Eyo. City Road. This is not quite the City Road. This is Duisburg. The one that I think you were on about. Beginning with D. This is... You see all the dots on the map. This is busy. Oi! What have we got here? How have you... Okay. Some people do that as part of a cheat. But I don't think they did. If you just moved to Germany, how many ads? I think it's because there's more companies that would provide ads or that pay for ads. And in Poland, maybe not. I don't quite know how it works. Europort, yes. Memories of Europort. There they are. They're driving normally now. Interesting. This song is the one that Andy likes, I think, right? It's one of them. Oh, okay, we're not staying here for long. If it's just traffic, it's okay. If it's, you know, never mind, we're not leaving. If it's a jam, like whatever that guy's trying to do, then there's a problem. Management in other servers? Other what servers? Why was it so popular now? We don't really know why. We roughly know when. We don't really know why. People decided to find a place that potentially goes further into Europe. And because Europort was, I guess, if you want to think about it, kind of like a dead end. The only other place you'd go is to the UK, and then you wouldn't be seen there anymore. Whereas the CD road, you can go either direction. And then beyond. How many seconds before and after? When you press the submit report button, it's 2 minutes before that. So this is up to when the person presses report. Which is why it would be nice if you press the report button fairly promptly after the scenario happens, otherwise you're wasting time. Now this one, they're not blocking by intent, they cannot turn to the left. So, sit there. Even if you are blocking, sit there. I'd rather you sit there and rather than pushing out and then you kind of half there. Don't do that. As for this other stuff, you know, this poor person here is waiting because all these guys are trying to squeeze out. This one's parked. It's just, you know, I didn't delete it yet. Still there. It's because your trailer's in the way. I'm assuming you parked there normally and then maybe someone knocked you or something. I don't know. Oh, it's bugged. What is bugged? Again, triples just take up way too much space. What's your specs? The main one you want to know about is it's a 3080 and a 5090. Oh no, not 5090. 5950X CPU. Is it 5090? Would be nice. RAM? Yeah, I've got some of it. Oh, you can get no ads through the whole year except you get some in December. Wow. The closest thing I know about that is that there is essentially an ad quota. If there aren't really any to get, it will be an ad break, but you wouldn't be served any. You wouldn't have any. So there are some countries where they just don't really get ads at all, ever. Which is mighty fine, mighty nice, but... And then, of course, when the light goes green, they drive forward, not knowing that they are now just in the way. Yeah, I have 2 GPUs. They just run in decoration. Yeah, one is streaming, one is doing a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, the beast of a PC. I need a larger case for that. You know what's it called, the Lian Li cases? They're like really big, wide cases. I need one of those. Yeah, those are quite good. Okay. Hello, Ismail. Welcome in. Jezzo, welcome in. Lucas, Or, Doma, Cal, Lewis, Crazy, Boeing. So yeah, this one is not blocking. No. It's a doorstop, yeah. The 5090 is huge. I remember when I upgraded from, I think... Yeah, the 1080 to the 2080. That was large enough. And then this 3080 one has always been in the case because I kind of built it on a site and then they put it together. Still pretty big though. No, it has come out. But I didn't have the previous one to compare it to. 16 would be enough, but I think for everything you may want to do, 16 is now the lowest. If you can, 32 gig, but given how expensive RAM is at the moment, I understand that. But the game doesn't really use too much RAM. No, it's an old game. Reports, I know. Well, hold on a minute. Prices, yeah, don't look at the prices. They're quite a lot. You could probably buy a 5090 instead. Ooh, bit of a drift. Crazy. 32, yes. I have 32. I think it's still DDR4 though. But it's alright, it works. Damn it, Skillewa. Hold on a minute. So drunk, good. A few months beforehand, good. Toilet paper and COVID, yes. It's just a funny parallel where a lot of people that are freaking out about how expensive they are the ones that are... It's not like an individual person's fault, but they're still willingly using the tools that contributed to it. Like AI generation. If you're asking a bunch of questions or generating slop, then you are part of the problem. Like these people that make absolutely ridiculous concept videos about someone cutting up fruit or something like that as AI. Why? That was pretty smooth, actually. Kind of well done, even though you did squeeze through the traffic here, which was not good. Don't make that slop. If you want to make videos like that, just cut some veg up yourself or something, you know? It's just silly. It's so silly. Amazon Prime is a country specific. In Poland for the whole year you pay around €12. Really? Now you have to buy it again, now you have to pay €90. I mean, people do use currency methods. I think in the same with subs on this platform. In Turkish lira, they are very cheap. A lot of things in Turkish lira are very cheap. Hey, Slippy. From what you understand, you need to enable feedback. Just saying yes is enough for you to understand. Feedback for what? Santas, that's the problem. Enable feedback. If you were banned, you would make an appeal, not a feedback. Feedback is different. Can you get a ban for ramming a car who's overtaken for no reason? Yes. You've basically said why, because even though they're doing something wrong, you'd still be colliding with another player. So yes. Don't interfere. If they've already done the thing wrong, let them continue doing the thing wrong, and then only they will get the ban for doing the thing wrong. Easy. Yeah, the Prime. I haven't used my Prime in a while, actually. But if anyone does have one, make sure to use it on someone. Doesn't have to be me, just use it on someone, otherwise it's a waste. Use it. Two wrongs don't make a right? Yeah. Don't mention Turkish money when it's a terrible state. My condolences. But that is a thing that people do exploit, I feel. Starty! Yes, see what I mean? Thank you for the Prime. 4 months. Welcome back. Big fan. You just use it. It doesn't matter who. Just use it. Because it doesn't auto renew like a paid sub does. So you have to do it manually. If you want to change person every month, go for it. That's one. What's your opinion of the HQ in Poland? That's fine. Don't really know why it was put in Poland. I guess one of the founders was Polish then, because the other one is Czech. Unless MWL is Polish and not Czech. Sean is Czech. Why is ETS more popular? I think the game has always been popular. I don't know, it's not like there's more European players. Well, I guess they are. By default. It's always been the more popular game. And that reflects in multiplayer as well. Almost more of an extreme, really. Only a few hundred in ATS. Multiplayer. I don't know. They put it there, yeah. But they put it in Czech. That would be interesting either for themselves, based on where the original founders are from, or why? As a kind of homage to where SES is from, because they are Czech. So hold on a minute. They don't encounter anyone else until here. Some strange situation there. We don't know what that was about. What's she doing? You'd assume it's revenge for something. Again, what's the honking for here? There's a city speed limit, by the way, of 60. So they are going at 60 and this person is complaining that they're not going any faster. Computer! And then, oh no, they stopped. By the way, it's a red light. Think of you and your Prime. Enjoy the badge in the emotes. Big fan. You've put it to good use. They didn't even slow down drastically. They were gently slowing down. This person thought they'd just keep going through the light. You can, if you don't affect someone else. So this person has every right to go to the right, as long as they don't, you know, cutting in front of someone else. While it was still red. That's fine. And now this person is annoyed that I guess the other one is just in the way. Yeah, they were always behind this one because they wanted to try and squeeze through that gap. Didn't work. And then they take it out in the tunnel. That is probably what caused it. That is what you mean. Why did they do that? This is still worse. The revenge bit is still worse. Because you're just impatient. You know? You know? Weird response to have. Don't do that. It's petty. Yeah, a lot of it is just petty. Has, hopefully Vi's actually sleeping now. Didn't realise? Possibly, because they would then be in the overtaking lane. Yes, that could be the case. Oh, Killerwood did the one-time speed. Ugh. I haven't done that yet, have I? I haven't skimmed through this yet, so I guess we're watching this one. That was close. Yes, it's good that they do that in a game. But, you know, no, I only banned one. Only banned the suspect. From that one. Diablo, welcome in. Is that how you pronounce that? Appreciate the follow, big fan. Sometime this year, you'll finally have alerts for the other platforms. Yes. In an ideal world, I would want the alerts to show up on the respective platforms, not everywhere, because then it would get a bit too crowded, I think. It'd be great if the widget that's at the top, not on the TikTok stream, but every other's, that widget that's at the top, it only shows purple platform stuff. If it showed everything else, imagine it turned red for, you know, or green. Oh. You could probably make someone code it. Nice. That'd be a fun thing, wouldn't it? Really, really custom widget. Why? Why'd you do that? Mafia 2, enjoy that. Big fan, big fan. Thank you for joining. And then what? We just sit here? Not guilty, right? Did you realize how much better American Truck Sim is? Well, in terms of mischievous players, it's far better because there's far less of them. Process of elimination, you know. The ATS players do like to behave a little bit more, but whenever something goes wrong, they are a bit more petty, from what I've seen. They are very picky. There we go, it just didn't work there. I don't know why people think this works. There is a form of adrenaline they have by squeezing between the lines of traffic. There has to be. Some sort of fun thing. Maybe they have their FOV all the way cranked up so it feels like they're going at light speed. I've seen compilations of people do that before. Looks terrible, but I can see how they find it fun. Still on though. Add TMP to Mac. Would be nice if it was available for Mac. I don't know how they're going to make that possible. Lol, person there, you can't go. See you in 2 months, no worries, Luke. I'll be waiting. Look after yourself as well. Big fan. Can't get real licenses. Well, yes, that is probably a factor, but there are a lot of them are also probably not old enough to yet have their license. So it is nice that there is a game that they can let out their good or bad vibes. The snow is an additional mod. You need to download it yourself. I have a pinned message video on my TikTok profile telling you how and where to get it. The snow is not put there for everyone. It's optional. How do you report? You can report them in-game, or you can report them on the website. The website is not the easier method, but they don't disappear. In-game, you click the person's name, press report on the player list, there'll be a little flag icon, press that, little prompt window pops up, select what they did and press send. Easy. On the website, you'd have to record it yourself, cut down a video, and then put it on an uploaded site, and then link the video in a report. But not everyone can record. So in-game is easier, but they time out. This list purges every time it reaches 100. So if I scroll up to the top, pay attention. There we go, some of them disappeared. I blinked. Went from 107 down to 97. It will purge some of them. I forgot what the time span is. I think it used to be 10 minutes, now it's maybe 30. However long it takes me to get up to the top, that was not this one's fault. Keza, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the follow. Quiet as well, Charlie. The number 7. Anthony, Toxic. Trucker, thank you for the roses. How is this going to go wrong? Are you going to try and merge before the barrier starts? Again, there is a barrier here, but it's not shown in demos. It's weird having to explain that. I guess it's that. First time watcher, you actually enjoying the stream, Zachary. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Do you understand what's going on? That's the other part of this. Nice. Because some people may just enjoy based on like if I sound good or something, but they don't really know what's going on. That's fine as well. That's okay. This one, they went because the other two were blocked by the previous two that then cut in front. Both have green, but the turning lane is not meant to go first. But then if the other one cut in front, might as well just kick all of them max. Staying with follow and using your prime and hello. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the badge you get. That's very kind of you. See, using it. They got bumped by that one, second one went, third one went. If this was in real time, you just kick them. It's close. I mean, it's reckless. Sure. Okay, I'll just reckless then, because I guess this one was close enough to a collision. You've been playing since 2024? Oh, that's fine then. Very nice. This is what the moderation bit looks like. This, so they hesitated, and then, you know, you might as well do all three. 4. The ban. 3, 4, that was funny. Have you ever been in a company? A VTC? Yes, we have one at the moment, but it's a very, very casual VTC. It's close, because they went, yes, when it was green, but at the time, these two hadn't caught up. So I guess, yeah, this one went, but this one should have stopped. Because you were... Let's get those right. You were too close to them by that time. Doing this with very low frames, by the way, is painful. Apologize for anyone's vision if your vision is just weird right now, because you're seeing me smooth-ish FPS and you're seeing the game on 18 FPS. Ew. Ew. Is there a way to optimize? One, not go to CD Road, and two, the main one I tell people to do is in TMP settings, graphics, draw distance, no higher than medium. All it does is reduces how far away people spawn for your perspective. So if I turn that down to very low, you see the back of that queue is now gone. And my mouse feels faster. Back up to medium. It worked. Doing that changed 10 FPS, a whole 10 FPS improvement. That's one of the steps. The other one being that the game is not made for multiplayer, so no matter what you do, you will always lag a bit in the busy places. You shouldn't lag in the non-busy places. Ultra, don't do that. Don't do that. Good merge. The game FPS is my end, but with the people. If it's the player's end or the server's end, it would be internet related, because no one here is stuttering. As a result, hello. 200 ping though. Already reported. Of course, you've already been reported. Thank you. Well, Will, that is my stuff. Very new setup. No, it's not actually this one. It's... Where are they then? To wait. No. Ah. They squeezed out. Got bored of waiting and then just squeezed out. Terrified to cause a wreck? Keep your distance from people, and if you suffer with quite a bit of lag, then avoid the area altogether. You are making it worse for yourself and others if you know your internet or PC may not be able to handle it and still going there anyway. That doesn't make sense. That's just a bad idea. Bad idea. Sure, you miss out on the content, if you want to call it that, but a ban isn't. Hello, Veggie. Good day, sir. How you doing? How'd you get so knowledgeable? Well, over several years, you pick up how they work. The most common rules, you'll see a load of scenarios of them all the time. I wouldn't be able to tell you the exact word for word of every single rule, like, as it's written, but I know vaguely what they are. saw the tail end of that one. Of course. Now I just leave it for a little bit. Okay, now they both crashed. Now we go back. That's what the report prompt looks like, by the way. It's good. Yeah, moderating for a long time, but even someone that's been moderating for only a few months, to be able to get it, you should have some knowledge of it. Being a player, you're meant to have about a year's worth of playtime, which is plenty to know how to play. So the rules are divided into sections. Section 2 refers to specifically in-game stuff. Those are where the main things are. So collisions, don't hit someone at all. Blocking, don't block the road. Don't go the wrong way. Don't dangerously overtake. Don't be dangerous around someone else. There you go. Those are the 4 main ones. That's it. Smart. Then there's extras, like you don't insult people either. Don't say strange things, like profane, inappropriate language, you know. A lot of those are just common sense anyway. This one swerved because the other one swerved in front of him. Like this. That was a sudden turn, but then why did you keep it going? If you ram someone's truck off the road because you didn't like how it looked to you, that I'm afraid is a no, Veggie. That's just personal preference and you shouldn't be judging people, okay? Why did it look at you badly? Maybe you should self-reflect. I thought your truck would be lovely. Again, all the horn spam instead of any other, you know, I get the panic because the person swerved to avoid their friend in front, but then this one did the boo-boo of going around that. Basically, specs are below. On the purple platform, which you're on right now, you can just scroll down. Hello, gamers. Which parts of Nordic are most crowded? I don't think there's any single area that's most crowded in Nordic. Nordic is too big to have anywhere be crowded. Why are you never driving? I do drive. You just missed the streams. Twice last week I was driving. With the new wheel, in fact. And you must have missed it. Vincent. Oh, Vincent's doing well. He's not sure what else he's doing right now. Haven't played for 5 years. Welcome back. What happened? Life took over? Well, I mean, it looks different at the moment because there's a snow mod on top. Generally, the game is about the same. Then again, I believe the lighting has changed in the last 5 years. That's one of the main things. Lighting is important. Coot. ATS content. I did some ATS in Louisiana last week, and I want to do some more again this week, probably on Thursday, because I have the Louisiana event to do. What I still want to collect is from the last Tuesday's stream, which led to me having so much damage. I want to compile all those bumps together. But the video from that stream that came out, I didn't edit all of the footage, so I still need to go through the rest of it. Is that you? No, it's not. It's not. It's become a little bit where people say I look like him. Definitely do not. Nath, welcome in. How's he going? He has a familiar face, I guess. I don't know, they try and be edgy. He has a familiar face, so there'd be more than just me that look like him, I think. I can see some of it in a vague some of the features. But again, he has a generic face. So loads of people would look like him. Other, by the way, what? Who didn't affect anyone else? Maybe they're on the radio, perhaps? How would you look like him, exactly? Could be face shape, things like that. But a lot of people, they say something when they don't actually, just saying it's a statement. Like, why him specifically? I do use OBS. OBS is the industry standard, really. Loads of people use OBS. There is also Meld now, which is pretty good. I have used it briefly. Yeah, the Kirkifying thing, that is an interesting meme. It's using AI though, which is annoying. If people generate continuous amounts of slop just for the meme, it's just silly. Stop doing that. Gone are the days when people had Photoshop skills. Like, why not just Photoshop his face onto it instead? That used to be impressive. The people you're watching, they're all players. Every moving vehicle in TruckersMP is a player because the NPC traffic is not enabled on TMP. So all of these are people. I would have no need to ban an AI vehicle. Hello, Sammys. Anyone who's taking over? There's a few types of AI. I think people are now starting to split them into their different forms. So generative is a no. Assistant AI is, it can help, it can assist in some things. CD Road is still kicking, still alive. Oh yes, it has not died out yet. But because it's been gone in the last 5 years, they have unveiled that the area of the CD Road is being changed. So soon the CD will not be the same. Duisburg has already changed. And then nothing else happened. Okay. So it will look very, very different. The CD Road will be very different. Is it worth the wreck? Yes. That's your fault. You went over the line. Why are you over the line? Are you friends? There's the other perspective of when people say they are friends. Because if you're friends, why is it reported then? Did one of you dare the other one to report it and you actually did? That's not funny. Oh no, I actually resolved the report. What a shame. You know? How was your time at CM? CM was good. CM was good. It was very busy though. If I wasn't doing this kind of stuff, it wasn't streaming as well, and I just had it as like an extra thing, then maybe you can continue doing it. But the CMs do a lot of stuff. So I don't think I would have been able to continue doing it for a while. How do you have snow? It's a mod you download. I have a tutorial pinned on my page telling you how to get it. But it is not put on there for you. Would be nice. And you can just toggle it. A modest life. Yes. Very chill. Can you tell? Well, they'll say what you'd like them to make. And there's probably a few. I'm not sure. I can think of features rather than things specifically being DLCs. Because a lot of things that could be cool to have as DLCs are already in progress. So it's more so features. I think the other one's frozen. If you joke reported your friend, got here in time before you got to report and told you to regret the report, would you still ban him? Depends. That would be a silly report and it would be a waste of my time, wouldn't it? If I knew exactly that it was you, but then again, your name wouldn't be visible. If your name was visible, then I would know. I would suggest not doing that. Overall, that's what I would say. This is just unnecessary. I know it's 2 lanes, but don't try and overtake each other on that bit. Patrick, I'm aware it does mean that, yes, but I didn't name myself after that. I found that out years later. Just a coincidence. No joke reports, no. Unlocked by events, yes. They need to, one of the things that I noticed that is in Star Trucker as well is you do a certain amount of jobs either for a certain company or just a certain amount in general, and then you unlock specific paint jobs for that. I want to see that. So one of them is like an evergreen something something. Do 5 jobs with them, 10 jobs with them, and you get a specific paint job of that company's logo. That kind of stuff would be nice. The snow, do the command winter, I think. Unless you give you the link. Yeah, they need loads of paint jobs. Would be very nice to have. Winter, there you go. First link is a guide, and second link is where you actually get it from. I see. So you change lane kind of in front of them, a bit dangerously. And then this one is now like, oh, thank you. Wanted to go this way, couldn't. Wanted to go this way, also couldn't. But it's almost like you are unaware that you're blocking them in. Some people change lanes intentionally in front of someone else. Some people don't know that they're actually doing it. Ban me for a week just because you change lanes? Patrick, I'm sure it's more than that. 2.9 gig? Yes. It's probably because it's all the textures. That's the main part. Sedun, welcome back. How are you doing? Driver of a company? Yes, yes. An in-game VTC thing. Because now that they have Convoy, wouldn't it be cool to have an in-game VTC feature somehow? Actually in-game. I don't know how that would work. So we have company progress, because that would pair up with Star's thing of being a driver of a company rather than owning a company. It's both, really. This one was like a really silly situation where you were both trying to pass the one that had then stopped because you realized it was in the wrong lane. Sure. Let us see if you've got any audience. Yes. Still to this day, a lot of nice things have happened. I appreciate it. Cool concept. The other concepts that would be cool would be getting out of your vehicle. That would lead to a lot of nice things. It does look good. The weather looks nicer, the skies look better. There are also some extra mods you can download to make the lighting look even better. The snowy moon thing looks good. Yeah, certain companies you could work for. Again, similar to how Star Trucker does it. I don't want them to directly copy another game's features, but I'm sure they are familiar with other games' features. So for them, a lot of the storyline of Star Trucker was you were helping out someone else doing side missions. Where? Oh yeah. You were helping out someone else, and that would be cool to do that. So you earn some... That's, is that brag? They have happy eggs their plate. I think that's brag. They're probably live. The snow-free road is clean roads, or clear roads, I think. When you find the main mod and you got the extras underneath, like physics, I think it's clear roads. That's this one. David, English, please. I don't know what you're saying. For me to understand. Go back to Gordon, enjoy, no worries. What else would be cool? Triple Prime, yeah. Don't think of other features. A lot of them would just be nice features to have. So yeah, I do need to play that game again. Getting out of your vehicle, repairing your vehicle, filling up your vehicle. Let's bundle all those together. More paperwork with it, maybe? Continuing of unloading and loading of trailers where you can visually see it. That'd be nice. It's just these things that they're already kind of on the go with. They're already doing most of these. Don't move forward, don't move forward. You're at the yield sign, you don't have to wait. Oh, come on now. But again, we're at the end of the report. It'd be nice if you could see a little bit more. Because they only affected the person here. You know? Will the coaches work on Sim 1? I assume so. If they're in the game and they're just vehicles that you can just drive with, I assume so. So it would be very amusing to see them all on CD Road. But, ethical gamer, if you are aware of how they will supposedly work, where you've got passenger satisfaction to look after. So how well you're driving. If anyone does take them on the CD Road, I feel that their passengers won't be happy with that. Don't know. You got the R3 recently? Very nice. Yeah, the wheel is it's costly, but I think it's worth if you actively play this game a lot because it's made for this game. So, a fellow admin, I don't know, 2 of them. You get negative money. Yeah, most people, if you save edit and you just give yourself a couple of billion, then you'll be fine for CD. If you have a legit profile and you go on CD, you will lose money. Lose money. You can buy it bit by bit. Their ecosystem, all their stuff works together. That's quite nice. Compared to, you know, the G29 has a set. The pedals plug into the wheel. The shifter plugs into the wheel. And they use a very unique connection. What are you doing? That doesn't work anywhere else. You tried a legit profile? I tried one once. Sort of like a start from scratch profile. I think I would do that if I'd completely completed the map and nothing else was coming that was new. Then I'd go, oh, you know what, let's go back to the start. Let's see what it's like. But now that there's new stuff all the time, what's the point in starting again when I haven't even finished the first one yet? It's just adding more to myself. This looks nice. Blacked out Lambert. Maximum number of bands. There isn't really a max. It depends, because then rule 2.9 could kick in. You don't get perm due to history anymore. Whoa, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in different colours. The whole gang. Yes. Six active bands. If they time it quite well, they can be, yes. But yeah, you get up to 3 months, and then you get a stack of 3 months. Some people would get bored of that. 3 months is a long time. The Quarry Road is in TMP, it's on the Pro Mod server, yes. It's not in the newest DLC. Would be nice, but no. Good. Get rid of your trailer. That would be interesting, yes. Oh, being dragged by it. Good. Never got banned? Good. Well, we're gone. Does that mean you removed it or what? If they just leave the game, what do I do then? I just leave it, usually. What are you doing? You're being careful, I get that, but come on. Wrote in Turkish. They are, if you go to the Meet the Team page, on the main TMP website, you have a few drop downs. One of them is information. I believe there's Meet the Team in there. You can find their profiles from there, if you want. There's too much chat now. I saw Tornado writing in Turkish. Didn't see Expectancy do it, but they are both Turkish, I assume. Why does it say you can't do my mods? What do you mean you can't do mods? You can't use mods, no. Look at them. All the patrons of their Lambos. If it comes to TMP, then City Road will not be full. It is there, and on the Pro Mods server, it is the busiest place. So the CD Road is busiest on the Sim server, and on the Pro Mod server, it is that quarry place. If they were on the same map, then I feel both would be busy at the same time. Oh no, you can use the Frosty mod. There are certain mods that are allowed to be used. Basically, the files are in the server system somewhere, and if you have them, the server says yes. If you don't, like a Steam Workshop thing, the server doesn't have it, server says no. So Pro Mods is fine as well. That came out in like 2019 or something, officially supporting it for a dedicated server. Frosty mod is the same. Only those two. people really need to change gear earlier. They are flatlining it, just trying to get moving. Flatlining, redlining? Flatlining is in the hospital room. You don't want to flatline. I think it's redlining. Overworking it. Hold on. It's on discount. Yes. We shouldn't be on the Steam sale anymore. The Christmas sale. So I don't know why there is a distinct sale going on. I'm just not complaining. 70k. Only 70k. That's fine. They accidentally hit the barrier. Excellent. That's fine. Kill it, enjoy, be kind. No worries. Have a flow. Does it say... Hang on, let me have a look. Because usually when it's on sale, it tells you how long the discount lasts for. Ends on the 19th. Got a whole week of it, still. And it's still 75% off. Most of the DLCs are also on discount. Only £168 for most of them being on sale. Not the newer ones. If they were not on sale, it would probably be double or triple that. Yeah, the city buses were, as of the new year, but apparently there is a new project that is coming to kind of replace that. It's more of a coach bus. Not the one that the game is working on, there's a separate team. So that'll be interesting. For how much money would you never play it again? Enough for me to be earning money infinitely passively forever. So a couple of million probably would be quite nice to get started with. Do you have that much? That's still after tax. Then you can invest that and it'll just be making money forever. Then I wouldn't need to do anything else. Well, then again, you may still play it because you have so much free time, wouldn't you? But missing mods, aka the mods. Million is not in dollars. I've got 2.6 mil in virtual dollars. That counts. So the mods, what missing mods would you need then? Unless you're trying to connect to the Pro Mod server. The main servers don't require mods. If you have the snow mods, they go in the ETS2MP folder. Yeah, workshop mods won't. No. So some people either remove them or they have a different profile for it. It's okay though. If you just have like a graphical mod or something like that, it just won't load that mod. You can still play, it just won't load that mod. If you have tuning mods, your vehicle may look a bit weird without them. Respect that they went all the way through the station because they couldn't merge. That's why they went on this massive detour. Thoughts on the Iveco? It's an old one. The S-Way is better for an Iveco. Do you like it? Do you use it? Whatever truck you choose is fine. That's fine. You have to play for a while. You have to play for 2 hours. Minimum of 2 hours before you can play on TMP. Got the money? Money for what? Okay. Hold on a minute. What happened there? My lord, yeah, there's more than one camber. More than one. It's during the ad break. There, they moved over, person decided to take their place, and then they nudged them. Yeah, you won it. You won the gamble. Well done. But you see how they're both angled towards each other, which was very weird. They moved over, they took the opportunity to go around like that, and then you merged out again. So you're merging over like that, before the wheels hit. If you clip against each other, you'll both just turn regardless of how much just do. But it is this one, because they pulled over and then didn't indicate that they're going either way. They just moved over. Don't do that. Desoy English, please. I don't understand what you're saying. If you're trying to ask me a question, I don't know how to answer you. Does the demo count for the 2 hours? I don't think so, no, because we don't support the demo. It needs to be the main game. Because then when you play, it needs to know that you own the main game. That's how it works. Normal accident, it's a little bit reckless. They moved over, but they should be checking their surroundings. You need to look at your surroundings before merging back. Some quotes for the insurance. Guess how much? Couple of thousand, because insurance is usually quite expensive. Not bad, yes. Uncle, don't call me uncle. I'm doing well. Winter themes, the frosty winter mod. Robloxian is easiest language to learn. I don't want to learn that. $2,000 a year for how many years? Being sold for 2.5. Absolutely not. Don't do mistakes. People do mistakes, yes. And you can still be punished for a mistake. There is obviously a difference between intent and negligence, which is the opposite of that. But you meant to kind of just look around you. Coaches DLC, we will have to see. When it comes out, we'll have to see if it gets supported. From the most basic view of it, it looks like it's just vehicles that are being added to the game, just like when a new truck comes out. And they get supported on TMP. So hopefully, yes, including the mechanics that will work with it. Most around 600 to 900, still, you know. Azerbaijan. I do not speak Azerbaijan, I'm sorry. Mizel, how you doing? If anyone else does, maybe they can answer their question. Can you speed hack? No. Do you want to try it? Do you have a speed hack? If you have a speed hack, where did you get it from? Did you download it from a Discord? Is there a group that gives you it? Why do you want to use it? Get paid. The team is a volunteer role. I make content around the game and that's what I get paid for. Yes. Funny. Why ask such a silly question then? No, of course you can't use a speed hack. In single player, sure. A bit boring, but yes, in single player, not in multiplayer. Of course you can't use a speed hack. It's a hack. Any form of hack you shouldn't use. Can I ban you? No. Please appeal it. Come on now. TMP does work with DLCs, yes. Every DLC except Special Transport DLC. You cannot take the jobs from that DLC. Everything else, exactly the same. Inappropriate language, yes we do. In multiple languages. If you swear badly. Or insult someone's mother badly, or something like that. It's all there. They're lagging. I get the concern. Theodore, welcome in. Dr. No Thumb. Interesting name. Welcome in. Is your opinion in your truck? Well, Jeff, that's not a bad person thing, so maybe in a moment. Takes away from looking at the bad people. Moderation will next be on Wednesday. Wednesday. Same time as we started today, but Wednesday. Yes. Now, I know we were speeding up a little bit. It's because there's the little uphill climb, then it levels, then it goes down again. Past this little house, you go downhill. So, they went for it. If you could see other people's speed, I think a lot of people would not try and overtake. It's just... He had to get that done, otherwise he'd hit the oncoming person. Don't do that. I did see your message about it, yes, but that's very high up in the list. 2502. It's very high up. So yeah, it's annoying how a lot of them get missed, because, for example, this one that got claimed here, if another bunch come in, next time they claim one, they wouldn't be getting these ones. Several would have gone by before they get the next one. That's why you need so many people online. At once. To constantly reviews. If there weren't so many bad drivers, you wouldn't have so many reports for them. But, you know, it's a shame. Mr. Shams, there's another admin. Bunch of admins. Even Duisburg? Why are you making me go to Duisburg? This is yours? The old DAF. I remember using this. Yes. A lot of accessories on your vehicle, though. Quite a lot. But you're in Prime. That's fine. I don't really know why a lot of people, unless you're spelling out a ship, because that looks like a K or an R being spelled out like that. People put LEDs everywhere on that. There's a lot. There's a lot. How do you download TMP? From TMP's website. That's how you download it. Fellow Prime! It's very nice how all of you see when there's a Prime driving, you're like, oh, one of us. Star does it all the time. You know, oh, Prime, triple, oh, there's a Prime. Double, very bright, these two. And then this is just still a mess. Should do them in order. Not like 3 months ban or perm. Kicks in a 1-day ban. The thing is, if you were to do that, people wouldn't get the severity of the situation. I know they still don't get the severity of 3 months. They might just use another account for that. But if you ban people for only a day, they'd be back sooner. So then they'd continue, for the ones that do continue, sooner. Wouldn't that make it worse? In the olden days, the bans were for basically that long. A 3-hour ban. You just go for dinner at that point. 3 months is considered history. So if you have 5 active bans in the same 12 months, it'll be 3 months. You only get that if you have previous bans within the last year. That one, yeah, it didn't have to overtake all that lot, but you know. Yeah, a lot of people don't get removed for it, I know. That's why you need more people on. But it's a volunteer thing, so if you were to pay them, then damn right they should be on. Just gonna sit there. Really? No. If someone stitches you up, how would they do that though? If there could be a situation where if you hit them and then they hit you and they only record the bit that you did to them. Is that the kind of thing you mean? That would help if you had your perspective. So if you're like, yeah, but they did this. Counter evidence can help quite a bit. Maybe for some laggy situations as well, we're like, yeah, but on my screen, it wasn't like that. This is... You don't even know how to record stuff? Any recording software will do it. Why do they ban if you hit by a mistake? How would the mistake occur? How would it happen? Not all mistakes are banned. Accidents, if it's noticeably an accident, can still happen. If someone's going too quick and then they can't slow down in time, that's not intentional, but it's avoidable. You know? Good night, you're leaving already? Well, I'm just about to wrap up. So, we're chill, we're done. It is funny how the Raider tag still stays there. So Star is a Raider, Texas is a Raider from Storm's Raid. Wouldn't that disappear after a while? Would be nice. You know? How many mods? Quite a lot. Probably nearly 100 in total. I think the GM team has over 100 people. Quite a lot of people. Go back for 5 days, no crashing. Well, then you need to appeal it and you will be given what they saw. And then if you have your own POV or your own explanation for it, that's where it goes. Because to me, I don't know the situation. I don't know what happened. It has to go in that section. change nothing. Then unfortunately, that's how it is. If you disagree with how the ban turned out, you can have another chance to appeal, and then you can go to feedback. If feedback says no, then it's definitely no. My analogy there of using like going to the head teacher as feedback, that's what feedback is. Going to your normal teacher is appealing. We raid? Oh, I don't know who's on. But for the most dumb things, there are some things that could be avoidable. Or maybe don't need a ban. Maybe they could just be a kick. Or if they were one of those really short bans, but then there wouldn't be a point. So. Okay, we saw Bragg. I don't know if Bragg went... Suddenly they're back to streaming again, but they're on a lot now. Cat Personal? No. They stream in the morning. My time, not at this time. If they're on now, they're on too late. Okay. I don't know what they're doing, but we haven't seen them in a while. We could go and raid them. Why are we seeing you as modding? Because I'm concluding the session. We're done with the stream. I'm done. I'm not modding forever. There's too much work to do. No. More of it on Wednesday. We log in with Steam on TMP website. It says unsuccessful. What do you mean it says unsuccessful? Your stuff has to be set to public so it can see what you're doing. Thing behind you. It is there. It's just I'm standing directly in front of it. It is there. Still logo. What do you mean, bruh? Bruh. We'll go over to them. They are playing, they're driving, I think they were driving on the CD road. I don't know where they're driving now. But they're also playing this game. So, can send you over there. Alright. Because when we have a lot of people, it's nice to send those people somewhere else. It's a flag. It's technically a flag. Louisiana, that's on Thursday. Tomorrow is driving Nordic. Wednesday is moderation. Thursday is Louisiana. Louisiana, I think on this side, you know, you got the extra large holes of where you're supposed to hang it up. That's on this side. Yes. All right. Copy either one of those. One of them is for subs, one of them is not. They are driving with someone else, I think. So they're in a co-stream, but we'll send over to them. To be nice. And for the other platforms, they won't be readied out. It will only be from the purple platform. If you want to come over to the purple platform, feel free to. Ad break during the end. Oh my god. It's public. Then it may take a little while to sync it. The people do be having some problems with it. Give it a little try again or wait a little bit for it. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm just about to raid out. I'm just about to end for the stream. The other streams will end, but this one will just raid out. But same time tomorrow. 2 hours before now, tomorrow. You better be there. For driving. Driving will be fun. They are driving like an absolute maniac. That's what they're like. Okay, you ready? Sending it out. Don't forget, new video that you should go and watch. It was linked on the TikTok stories in the Discord server, which you should join, and it's linked everywhere else for you to be able to watch. Now that the stream is concluded, you're able to go and watch it. Big fan. Thank you for joining. Hope you've enjoyed. I now have some of the, well, all of the video stuff to sort out. Every single one of those scenarios was a replay, not a video. I have to turn them into little videos. So that's going to be quite fun. But yes, peace out. I'll send it in a moment. Catch you tomorrow.